What is happening, everyone? It's your boy Dion, and I am back with you guys again with yet another casual geographic reaction video. So if you want to go ahead and check out the video, this right here is the title. I will be sure to go ahead and leave the link directly to his channel directly down below. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to go ahead and comment down below, because or any type of ways you think I would be able to go ahead and improve the overall quality of the channel or the videos. I'm open to suggestions. Right now we're almost at 300 subscribers, so I'm very excited. I hope you guys enjoy my reactions. If you are, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more videos just like this one. Make sure you like me, love me, and you're talking down below. And let's jump directly into the video.
Something about Finding Nemo that's been bothering me for a very long time, and I'm here to share the knowledge. Roll the clip. That right there, I never knew what the hell that was, but it turns out it's actually a large sea slug called a nudibranch, and this specific one is known as a Spanish dancer.
Oh, this one was in the last video.
Related to octopus, squids, and snails. They're found in tropical waters, and they prefer rocky coral reefs, so it actually makes a lot of sense that they were there. They got their name because their swimming looks like the movement of a Spanish flamenco dancer's dress. And because I am the way I am, I have to tell you that they have a very weird sex life. Because they're technically male and female, they sword fight, and the first one to get stabbed in the head and injected becomes the female that holds the fertilized eggs. Now that we got that out the way, please enjoy this video.
I think I remember that from the last video, but it completely just went over my head.
One of the animals in Madagascar. Remember these guys? Yeah, Foosa are real, and even though the movie made them look like meth cats, they're closely related to mongoose. And they're bigger than you think, growing up to 6 feet long. But what the movie got right is that Foosa are the biggest optolemurs, with 50% of their victims
What?
and friends. But by far the weirdest thing about them is how they mate. Because during mating season, the lady Foosa will pick a tree to stay in and wait for the males to come to her, and you're going to understand why that pun was 100% intended. The female then proceeds to get ran through like a track meet by up to 8 males, one after another, for up to 14 hours in total. The reason it lasts so long is because the males equip.
So they just allow so she just lays in a tree and then they just start running a fucking train on her. God damn, why? Like why I gotta be like that?
Understand why that pun was 100% intended. The female then proceeds to get ran through like a track meet by up to 8 males, one after another, for up to 14 hours in total. The reason it lasts so long is because the male's equipment is covered in spikes, meaning they get stuck to one another. Sometimes an hour after they finish, they're still tied to each other, and yes, it's as uncomfortable as you think. One session with one male can last up to 3 hours, and remember, they take on the whole team. I'm talking about starting lineup and starting lineup. So if you ever hear the stroke cry of Foosa in the jungle, it's probably a female getting choo-choo. No one.
So she basically just sits there and then just gets like gangbanged for like 14 hours at least, because I mean, like he said that they just last for 3 hours. She could get ran through for up to like 5 or 8 different Foosas.
A lot of people DM me on Instagram asking if this meme was true or not. My best answer is yes.
Oh.
No, because the mother quokka doesn't literally pick up her own child and yeet it towards certain death. Quokkas aren't physically strong enough to yeet anything, let alone its own child. That being said, if a mother quokka is being chased by like a dingo or something and she feels like she's not going to make it, she'll purposely loosen the muscles in her pouch until her joey falls out. When the baby hits the ground, it'll wiggle around and cry for its mother, but its mother's already made a business decision and that child is no longer a part of her future. The baby's only salvation because all of his wriggling and screaming does is earn the attention of the predator. While the baby suffers an unethically late term abortion, mother here escapes and leaves him to his fate. So to answer your question, no, mother quokkas don't throw their babies. What they do is basically like if you were pushing a stroller while being chased by a bear, and then you press the button to make the baby fall out of the stroller and face the consequences. Moral of the story, there's no CPS for quokkas and they act accordingly. If I can't make you like snakes just a little bit more, I guess you can unfollow me.
Those some snake facts.
Spread snake, which is less than 4 inches long. A mother python will hug her clutch of eggs and shiver to keep her unborn children warm. And she's so dedicated that she'll go weeks without eating just so she can protect them at all times. The baby snake is called a snakelet. Many snakes, like the Sonoran coral snake, fart when they get nervous as a defense mechanism. Lions roar, wolves growl, snakes fart. Go figure. You can actually.
That is so wholesome. I can't fucking stand snakes, but it's wholesome. I mean, it's nice. I'm from Louisiana. I don't fuck with snakes.
Lions roar, wolves growl, snakes fart. Go figure. You can actually keep your snake busy for hours by turning on the TV in front of it. This is because they're fascinated by the heat signature and wavelength coming from the TV and not the poor writing in it. The hognose snake will bite whenever it's afraid, and to really sell it, they'll roll over and stick their tongue out. Scientists believe the venom from some snakes, like the Pico jackfruit snake, can be used to fight cancer. And it wouldn't even be the first time a snake bailed us out. Snake venom was actually used to create captopril, which is used to treat high blood pressure, prevent heart failure, and kidney problems in diabetic patients. If you have a family member with diabetes, a snake could be the reason they're still alive. You still don't like them. This picture is the best I can do. Some of the
Oh, I still don't like them.
Hippos are 3,000-pound carriers of death and destruction that erase at least 500 names a year. This four-legged nuke claps crocodiles, cripples lions, and with a 2,000-pound bite force, this hydrated hellhorse has one of the most devastating bites on the planet. Just look at those teeth. Rhinos are Weight Watchers with a personality disorder and a trigger list longer than the entire African census. With a top speed of 35 miles per hour, a motivated rhino can
That's cute.
any man, lion, or car in front of it thanks to a 50-inch murder weapon of a horn. Here's an example of the horrific carnage this beast can inflict.
Even the babies are one of the most dangerous animals in the world, so I built this cage to keep them secure so there's no possible
Largest land predators in the world at 10 feet, 1,500 pounds. This Satan bear has black skin because it's always dressed for your funeral, since this Caucasian carnivore is the only animal to actively hunt humans. This is the face of a vehicle of massacre that's aware of global warming and knows who to punish for it. Sea otters are the bane of the universe.
I mean, when it comes down to like polar bears, it makes sense that they would hunt humans. I mean, think about it. They are literally in the place where they can't particularly eat much out there, so they just have to take advantage of whatever the hell they find.
And a personification of true malice. This abominable sea weasel takes what it wants, and unfortunately that includes the virginity and life of baby seals, not always in that order. Misanthropic Titanic hell.
Ooh. Yo.
state of survival.
I've been given pretty face waste of oxygen. Someone on Instagram said I couldn't ruin parrots, so I'm gonna make it your problem. They're the responsible pets to have if you have commitment issues, because not only can they live as long as you, they can live long enough to be at your funeral. They can live up to 100 years, so if you're talking to somebody that won't commit to you but they have a parrot, they just don't like you. If you pet a parrot the wrong way, you can accidentally turn them on and make them sexually frustrated. This could cause the parrot to choose you as their mate, and since they don't believe in divorce and can live for a century, good luck with that. Parrots were the only animals that Steve was afraid of. The man that took a cobra case and fed a crocodile with a baby in his hand was afraid of parrots because they would try to bite his nose off. The mother electus parrot will murder her own children if they turn out to be male. This is because the female chicks grow up faster, so she'll murk the son to focus all her energy on the females because parrots can't spell equality. Parrots might be the only animals that
Damn.
children based on their gender, except for humans, sometimes. You have to be really careful around a parrot with chicks because if you stress them out in any way, they'll rush over to their nest and beat their chicks to death. Remember when I said parrots could live long enough?
What?
Former President Andrew Jackson's pet parrot had to be kicked out of his funeral because he kept swearing. Don't know what he said, but it was bad. Facts, but you're gonna wish you never asked for him. Sometimes the mother and her son will team up to murder the baby of another female. Why? With the baby now a memory, the female is not free to mate with the son, so the mom commits homicide to get her son laid. Orcas figured out that they can paralyze great white sharks by flipping them over, and once they do this, they'll tear it apart and eat its liver and testes. They'll even bite off its tail fin so they can't even escape. Sharks are so afraid of these murder dolphins that they'll abandon their hunting grounds for a year if they run into an orca once. They've been known, on record, to clap moose swimming between islands. They play baseball with seals by slapping them up to 80 feet in the air. They'll hacky sack the poor
Yep.
guts fly. Sometimes they won't even eat the seal afterwards, meaning this act of violation was purely for sport.
Just for fun.
Speaking of which, they'll pimp slap skinwalkers to death for no reason other than I guess Steve Irwin still has shooters out here. Orcas will knowingly mess with other animals by creating waves that knocks them off the ice. And once again, they won't even eat the animal, they'll wait for it to get back on the ice just so they can knock them down again. That is textbook harassment. They'll chase baby whales to exhaustion, tear their tongues out and eat them, and then leave the mutilated baby whale alone. Conclusion, Willie should have never been freed. I hate to be that guy, but since a lot of people ask me about this, I figured I'd just tell you, no, sea otters don't do this, and for two reasons. Number one, a sea otter's biggest ops are great white sharks and killer whales, and I wish you would try to get compassion out of a homicidal steroid dolphin and a murder guppy. If an otter did this, it would get clapped disrespectfully. And reason number two, I promise you an animal that kidnaps its own kind and death strokes baby seals has no idea what compassion is. What a mother sea otter actually does when threatened is she'll grab her pup by the loose skin of the neck and then dive until they reach safety. Motivated sea otter can swim as fast as Phelps and can change direction fast enough to juke a shark. But wholesome fact, while the mother otter is diving for food, she'll wrap her baby in kelp so it doesn't drift away. She'll spend most of her time with the baby while floating on her back, something she does for months. Which is why for the first few months of its life, the only bed the otter pup ever knows is its own mother. When she's not spending 14 hours a day hunting for food to feed her little baby, she's teaching her otter toddler how to swim. Now, I've slandered otters an awful lot, but there's one thing you can't deny, and it's that they're great mothers. But no, they don't use their baby to get sympathy from sharks. That will not get you far. 5 animals that are menaces for no reason. These Weight Watchers unicorns are legally blind, and they treat everything as a threat, as malicious equality. Which also means they have a short temper that makes them G-check warthogs for no reason.
Oh!
Octopus, because scientists found out that they punch fish for no reason other than pure vibes. Octopus have terrible childhoods. They're born orphans, have sex once, and then die.
Well, I think that he said that in one of the other videos that they do end up going in and slapping fish, but they only slap the fish because they particularly have like some type of pact with them or whatever like that, and they want to just make sure that they don't go ahead and try to get over on them or some shit like that.
But generational trauma is no excuse to Mike Tyson fish that are just trying to get by like the rest of us. The lion-tailed macaque because they'll open hand slap squirrels and then steal their fruit, applying a 5-finger discount right across their little squirrel faces. And why do they do this? Easy. Because they can. Dolphins of any kind because they seem to get sadistic pleasure out of torturing other animals. Dolphins will play volleyball with baby sharks and bully porpoises to death. These squeaking psychopaths will chase fish onto the shore, watch them suffocate to death, and then eat them. But the real Hall of Fame menace to society is the honey badger because they have violence as a default. Imagine someone breaks into your house, steals your food, and then throws a temper tantrum because you caught them. It's a nonsense this Roy Fair pose. I didn't even talk about the fact that they tear off the balls of other animals. Some facts you didn't know about Not all dingoes are ginger. Some are black and tan, and some are Caucasian. But a lot of people think only pure dingoes are ginger, which is not only wrong, it's a little racist. Dingoes are believed to have come from Southeast Asia anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. If a dingo eats your child and you plead to police, "Dingo ate my baby," you're probably going to jail. I say that because it actually happened and the mother ended up going to prison. The police actually knew it was a dingo, but they didn't want the news of a dingo attack to affect tourism, so they let her take the fall. They're not really a breed
Wow.
as pets, but as pack animals, dingoes require a lot of attention and affection, and they get emotionally damaged if they're denied it. The same animal that can send a kangaroo running is as clingy as lint. They have rotating wrists that allow them to climb trees and open doors, making them the biggest ops to farmers because there aren't a lot of fences a dingo can't climb. In fact, the longest fence in the world was built to keep these Cheeto puppies from clapping sheep. It's 3,488 miles long. They don't really bark, they go for a yodel-like howl. No fact here, this is just...
That's pretty damn dope. I didn't even know that. That's kind of fucked up. How the hell your child gets murdered by a fucking dingo, and then the cops just go ahead and be like, yeah, damn, bro, that sucks. Like, damn, that's crazy. But I don't remember asking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more videos just like this one. Make sure you like me, you love me, and you talk to me down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.